open this up and go across to our guests. I'm in fact also being told that Mohan Bhagwat has reached Shruti Mandir. We'll put out those visuals and we'll take an update from Pragya. Let me take a quick word from our guests. Let me begin with Mr. Rajagopalan, the senior journalist and the senior on the panel as well. Mr. Rajagopalan, how are you looking at this? Because the opposition of the view that this is the time that the BJP is trying to cash in and gain political mileage, and that's why the Prime Minister is here in Nagpur.
Swati, Happy New Year to you and to the viewers of Times Now. Gudi Parwa. And today is a Hindu calendar day first. Second, my association of reporting the RSS and BJP starts from 1977. Mr. Narendra Modi had Nanaji Deshmukh as his guru. Second, today as we are experiencing the Thailand earthquake, Narendra Modi, as a Prime Minister of India, sent first rehabilitation, materials to Thailand. That came to him by RSS training only. Second, whatever the earthquake or public or corona, during corona, Mr. Narendra Modi gave leadership to the country because of RSS training. Second, today is very, very important day. I don't think that RSS needs to tell BJP or BJP needs RSS to get, suggestions from them for the next presidential election. But at the largest state, I would like to say, Mr. Narendra Modi's meeting with Donald Trump, the US president, and Donald Trump outsourcing the Bangladesh to Mr. Narendra Modi is also a hand, in RSS training to Mr. Narendra Modi. So these three, I feel, is very, very important. And in another 2 or 3 days, Mr. Narendra Modi is going to Sri Lanka, and also on Ram Navami Day, he is going to be in Tamil Nadu Rameswaram temple. So therefore, these are all certain trainings. RSS and BJP have weekly interactions at various levels. So therefore, there is no need of Mr. Narendra Modi going to RSS function or RSS leaders are coming to BJP. It's a daily interaction is taking place, even on education and culture.
Mr. Rajagopalan, I'm interrupting Professor Geeta Bhat and then Tushar Gupta. Professor Geeta Bhat, how are you looking at this visit? Is this symbolism? Is this BJP realizing, according to the opposition, that we are winning elections because of the RSS? So perhaps time to give credit and RSS its due. Is that how things work between the Sangathan and the party?
Well, first of all, a very happy Hindu New Year, Gudi Padwa and Ugadi, Bihu to all the viewers of Times Now. And, I think that as the discussion has been there, that Prime Minister Modi has never shied away that, his affiliation and how he has, how RSS has nurtured him, his thought process. There are many platforms on which you have also just shown where he has very categorically said that his commitment to the thought of nation first comes from his training during his Pracharak days in RSS. And therefore, it is something that, if we can say, it is like, saying visiting your alma mater. So he is in Nagpur. He is there for inaugurating an eye hospital. Also, there is a defense facility that he is going to inaugurate. He is also going to visit Diksha Bhumi, where Baba Sahib Ambedkar had embraced Buddhism in 1956. So he is visiting many places. Along with it, he is also going and paying tribute to the first, first two RSS Sarsang Chalaks. So that is something which is, there is no political angle to it, which is being put forward by the opposition. Also, I want to add here is that there are almost more than 33 affiliate organizations, including...
Suggesting and advising the opposition to not look too much into it. I'll come back to you, Professor Geeta, but I want to quickly accommodate views of Tushar Gupta as well before we head into a short break. Tushar Gupta, many a times in just the recent past, we've seen the Sangathan taking a different stand from the party. And the latest example of that was Aurangzeb, the kind of statements that came in from the BJP leaders against those who spoke about Aurangzeb and glorified Aurangzeb. And the Sangathan members who said, Aurangzeb is not relevant anymore. So that difference of opinion on issues, is that a sign of tension between the Sangathan and party? And is this an attempt to send out a message that there's no tension? Is this an attempt to diffuse that? Or is this a sign or a message that the Sangathan thinks, as per its ideals, the party has its own beliefs, and the two of them have that kind of liberty?
Right. Swati, look, the Sangathan has always had its ideological priorities. The party has to work with its political priorities. The stark difference has always been clear. There has always been a difference of opinion between these two groups since time immemorial. It's not new. In fact, it's a sign of normalcy, not a sign of tension. But what had happened after June 2024 was a lot of liberal newspapers started hosting this commentary about division between the RSS and the BJP. People had actually written obituaries about the relationship between the BJP and the RSS, that look, these two groups can never work together. This is what Nadda's statement was. This is how the RSS sees it. And yet people forgot that RSS was on the ground in 2024. It was working with the BJP as it always had. But the Haryana, Maharashtra and Delhi elections have really dented that narrative that came in from the liberal ecosystem. Today, the Prime Minister becomes the first sitting Prime Minister to visit the Sangh. Now, if that is itself not a very strong message, I don't know what really is. There will always be ideological priorities and philosophical priorities and then political priorities. I think the overlap is what is important. To expect that the BJP and the RSS will always be on the same page, not really, but they'll always be moving in the same direction. That is how these two groups really work.
So they may or may not be on the same page always, but they'll be always moving in the same direction, is what you're saying, Tushar Gupta. We're just taking a very short break here. Mr. Rajgopalan, Professor Geeta, but Tushar Gupta, stay on with us, because on the other side, we'll also talk about the organizational changes that are going to happen, and whether or not there'll be a discussion on that after the break. Stay on with us.